Hi, welcome to the Oracle reading for June. And the sun is in Gemini at this time. The moon, yesterday with the full moon, it moved into Sagittarius. I don't know all the astrological energies. I read from a select few information that sounds good to me. A lot of times I feel those energies ahead of time. Um, anyway, but I know it's important that it's part of the universe trying to always work in our favor. And so is intuition and guidance of many ways. And so I'm using today for our oracle reading um, the often one I use of the herbal astrology deck. I have two cards that I've been led to pull from there, and one card from, it's called Wisdom of the Wilds. I'll read from that. It was made by a friend of mine, Kelly Daniels. She was the photographer, and a friend of her wrote the guidance from the herbs and wildflowers. And so that's the other deck I was led to choose from. So we're going to start today with the angel number for today. So 6-1. 6-1 or 61. Keep your thoughts about your material life, such as home, work, body, and possessions, very positively focused. Your thoughts are affecting your life, so only think about your desires and not about any fears. That's for me today. That's a good one. And so I'll read our first card for today's from the herbal, and it's the elder. I was looking at my elder plants this morning and seeing they're in full bloom, but we've gotten so much rain. The rain's washed a lot of the pollen and flowers out. I don't know if we'll have how many elder berries that we'll have, but this message is from the elder plant, and I have plenty of elder plants for our yard. And it's number 28 of the deck, card number 28 I'm trying to find. And first I just wanted to look at it. In fact, I'm looking in my mind at our elder bush, my elder bushes in the yard, and they're gorgeous. The flowers smell so good. They're like on a pinnacle. So they're tiny little flowers all in a spray, kind of an upright spray, and then several sprays form the head. And it's beautiful. Each year some new stems come up from the root, and then you can cut down the oldest ones to make room and keep them producing in fullness. And I'm looking at the card here. I'll hold it up for you. There's lots of fairies around it. Fairies are angels. Lots of angels. So it's a very spiritual card. Very, very high in spiritual guidance. Very strong plant. The strength is, and it's spiritual. And the meaning of the card is wisdom, spiritual wisdom, or truth wisdom, right? So when you're in alignment with these energies, you're rising from the underworld, releasing, letting go. Major transformation, higher wisdom, new perceptions, awakening to the truth. And that was all about the astrology energy for the week with the full moon last night, or the blue moon as they called it. And so that was all about the time for change, time to listen to your heart and follow that guidance, not just what your mind has said that you think you should do. Find what it is you should be doing, what your heart is yearning to do. And so if you're out of alignment with those energies, you'll feel like stagnant or sorrow, resistance to transformation, not applying your lessons, not widening the unknown, not cultivating wisdom. It's ruled by Jupiter and Pluto. And I'll read the guidance for today. Elder signals the end of a phase of life as well as the beginning of a major cycle. Time for change, right? The Queen of the Underworld reminds us of the symbolic death that visits us often as we progress through our physical and metaphysical growth. Elder reminds us of the blooming we experience when we simply allow our old self to decompose. In giving new life, the old one needs to be torn apart and allowed to die. So don't resist it. Elder is a wise guardian, assisting us as we step through the doorways of darkness. Allow yourself to be consumed by her mighty presence, as the Dark Mother protects our spirit as it goes through the cycles of transformation. Wow. It says, astrologically, since Elder encompasses the piercing duality of life and death along with the supernatural properties, it falls under the general rulership of Pluto. To properly reap its medicine requires wisdom, and if improperly used, it may cause death. When its wisdom is properly harvested, its strong protective action on the immune system also greatly embodies Jupiter's archetype. Beautiful. So that was the Elder. The second card from this deck is called the Cassandra. Very feminine energies. The swan is its animal. It looks like also perhaps what is that? A snake? No, that's another swan up on the top here. That's another swan. Cassandra must be a vine. The very feminine energies, water, flow, the light encircling her aura to charge us, to charge our energy, our voltage. And what's that she's holding? She's pouring back and forth. A potion, maybe? An elixir for health. And that's amazing. It's number 29 from the deck. And when I was pulling them, usually the cards are scattered far apart. These were specifically 2 cards right away, right together. And they're aligned in the deck as well. Interesting. So if it's upright, we have inner beauty, inspiration, euphoria, vision, supernatural powers, and synergy. If we're out of alignment, we feel aloof, ungrounded, imbalanced. Practice moderation and navigate the middle of the road. And it's ruled by Jupiter and Venus. So the first one, Elder, was ruled by Jupiter and Pluto. And this is by Jupiter and Venus. And I'm checking the star energies for the week. I can't remember if it was Jupiter. Just a tiny bit here. Let me check on this. I'm just pulling up my information that I did my Mooning the Ancestors weekly tuning, biofield tuning with to help us integrate our energies with these abundant energies of the universe for our highest spiritual good. And let's see, the star energies, highest, it was Pluto, Saturn, Neptune, Pluto, and Mercury beside the Sun and the Moon. So, energy, interesting. Cassandra is perfectly yin and yang balanced. It nurtures all 5 elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water, and enters all 12 energy channels or meridians of the human body. As the symbol of longevity and beauty, even suggesting the ability to attain immortality, Shisandra is pictured often in ancient Chinese art. Considered a panacea, it increases energy, prolongs life without aging, benefits the mind, supports the eyes, acts as an anti-inflammatory, helps against radiation, protects from the nervous system toxicity, cleanses heavy metal toxicity, supports adrenal function, supports the lungs, benefits sexual functions, balances hormones, and protects the skin. It has all-encompassing longevity, enhancing, and expansive medicinal nature. And the way it embraces all 5 elements and all 12 energetic channels and all flavors provides longevity to every organ system and harmonizes all polarities. So, the guidance here. Like the Temperance card in the tarot, the goddess holds a cup of water representing the subconscious as she crosses over a stream of water representing the conscious mind. Shisandra medicine teaches us about the high alchemy of beauty, grace, and the harmony of dualities. Like the medicine of the swan, Shisandra is here today to remind you of the grace within balance, patience, and moderation. You are being invited to allow life force to flow through you without force or guidance or resistance. Follow your visions and pay close attention to the subtle language in your body and surroundings. If you feel out of orbit or aloof, make time to ground. Grounding will only facilitate your development to a higher consciousness. And so that, yeah. In balance, embraces all 5 elements, all 12 energy channels, and all flavors. Representing the subconscious as she crosses over the conscious mind. So, again, this was this is about the moon energies this week too, or the astrological energies, because it was supposed to be bringing up inner things that might be different than what your mind is thinking you need to do. And so to listen to your heart, listen to that inner guidance and take a risk, right? Take a leap of faith in following that brings you the truth inside to outside. And one more card here. This one, again, from the Wisdom of the Wilds. And we're reading about musk thistle. We have quite a bit of that around this area where I live. And the message is, you will endure. And musk thistle here. The printing's very small. I'm using my... Medicinally, musk thistle leaves and seeds are believed to be useful as a bitter tonic to stimulate liver function. The juicy leaf midribs were used as a clean water source. Thistle is well known for its ability to treat the swelling of joints and tendons. Well before flowering time, you can peel back the petals and expose a tiny, tender, delicious artichoke-like heart. The pink flower represents unconditional love. And again, dealing with the heart, that love energy, heart energy, to go with that, take that risk. Let it be your guide this week. And the message is, you have faced the fire and you have grown. You have climbed the mountain and you've become strong. You have endured loss insecurities, doubts, and uncertainties, and here you are. Though this moment may challenge you or shake you to the core, know that you are an incredible being of light, connected always to a source of power greater than anything in this world. You are love, fully formed and now present, and love will conquer all. So, thank you for being here today. I hope this message guides you this week and for the month of June in this year of the Fire Horse, with all our busy schedules and running to and fro, and there was a lot of frustration and disappointments and overwhelm is what was happening to people I've heard of over the weekend, and myself too at times. And all the energies of the universe that are always here to work for our highest spiritual good. So take time to ground and listen to your heart. And I'll talk to you next time, next week. Bye-bye.